All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now it's Trubisky. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Finding room at the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that? You got a chance to rumble.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Right back to him on first down. 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And Davis with it left side. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Black 58 rail.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
On second down, here's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Humphries. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. On
1st and 10, it's Trubisky looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A toss play to Hunt. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the kick by Butker is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Hey, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Mark it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Trubisky. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set up. 180. Hey, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Mark it. Mark it. Hey, 18. 18.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 46. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And now running right through it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lock in. 18.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They run. This is Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lock in.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down. That's Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
He's back to throw. Throw left side taken in by Hill. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This is Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it